If you train hard, you'll not only be hard, you'll be hard to beat. Herschel Walker. Well, I think it's important that we share our experiences with other people. I think your story will heal you, and your story will heal somebody else. You never know what people are going through. When you tell your story, you free yourself and give other people permission to acknowledge their own story. So I always ask everybody, what's your story? We made quality additions to the roster during the regular season, signing Kemrick MVP Julian, who was coming back from a foot injury, and former Strakernet center Moriba de Freitas, who recently plied his trade in Antigua, winning the most outstanding player in the Antigua and Barbuda Basketball Association League. We now had the size and experience we've been craving for to compete with the more physical teams in the country. These additions immediately reassigned me to my coaching role indefinitely. An El Clasico semi-final, best of 3 series. Kem started off well, but had to leave the game due to a hamstring injury. Pacers were without their center and leader Shaquille Bertrand for the series after he acquired a US basketball scholarship. We couldn't take them for granted because they still had the services of Kadeem Gregg, Yannick Tappin, Joel Tero, Tariq Singh, and Mohamed Boy Elias. Pacers stuck with us throughout the first half, cancelling out every basket we made with a bucket of their own. Veteran 3-and-D player Dylan Skeet played his role to perfection and nailed his open looks whenever he got a chance. Despite hitting 6 3-pointers as a team, the quarter ended with a 1-point difference in favor of Pacers. We turned it up defensively in the second quarter, restricting Pacers to only 15 points, leading by 11 at the half. The fourth quarter was one of determination and composure. Pacers led by 4 with this Yannick Tappin three. But our defense turned into patient offense, outscoring Pacers 27-15 and ending game 1 of this semi-final. The big three of Smalley, Fatou, and Moriba combined for 60 of the total 103 points scored by the Orange. Game 2 saw no Kemrick MVP Julian in the lineup due to injury. The first quarter was identical to Game 1, with both teams trading baskets. But then, it was the Boyd brothers' show, as they showcased their God-given talent to the patrons inside the Maloney Indoor Sport Arena. After only scoring 3 points in the first quarter and 9 points in the second, Akeem Fatou Boyd morphed and scored 30 of his game-high 42 points in the second half, hitting a total of 8 long-range bombs from behind the arc. He was in a zone. Seeing him locked in is a beauty. I had to finish the game outside the arena after intimidating the referee. Mariba with the exclamation mark before the series ended. This game, just like game 1, ended in a 10-point victory as we qualified for a fitting clash with the defending champions of the East Zone Basketball League, Valencia Heat, who swept past Trinidad and Tobago Prison Service in the other semi-final. The finals was like nothing we expected. From the starting lineups to the number of fans that poured into the Maloney Indoor Sport Arena. Battling against veteran players like Dwayne Virgil, Kevin Green, Richard Mongo, Marlon Young, and Wayne Warlord Richards, we had to activate the catch us if we can't switch. We knew they couldn't run with us for 40 minutes. We capitalized on every mistake they made. They weren't the Valencia Heat like 5 years ago, so we took advantage and outscored them every quarter. One of our goals was to restrict the scoring of Warlord and Virgil as they combined for a disappointing 17 points. Again, tradition at SOS when we were on 97 points. Bingo. Game 2 was on Independence Night in Sweet TNT. We showed up to close the series that night. Dwayne Virgil responded with 20 points on the night, hobbling after every made basket. Warlord was another no-show, only scoring 10 points for the Heat. Moriba joined the fun and showed the fans what he had been working on and adding to his arsenal for the next season. But this was another night of Akeem Fatou Boy as he torched the nets with 9 3-pointers, scoring 38 points and earning himself the finals MVP award, averaging 32 points per game. We swept the defending champions, finishing unbeaten in the tournament with a 15-0 record, hoisting the East Zone Championship trophy. We were not satisfied though, and we were ready to journey to the Southland in the quarters basketball tournament where the best of the best teams all participated. Police, Defense Force, Streakernettes, Clippers. The Northern teams and fans didn't respect our East Zone Championship and the composition of the league. They called it the Featherweight League, and they probably were right. Well, all the heavyweights journey to the Southland now to sort that issue.